You ever try to get over someone who destroyed you and feel like your brain's playing tug of war with your heart? One minute, you're fine. The next, you're 3 scrolls deep in their new girlfriend's Instagram, wondering how she hasn't figured it out yet. You know they were toxic. You know they manipulated you. So why the hell do you still miss them? Why does it still feel like you lost the best thing that ever happened to you, even though deep down, you know they treated you like trash? Yeah, that part, that's not just heartbreak. That's love that came with the price tag, and you're still paying for it. Hey, I'm Dylan, and if your ex made you feel like you were losing your mind, you're not alone. I'm here to help you make sense of the chaos, laugh a little along the way, and finally feel free again. If you've ever Googled how to move on from a narcissist, how do I stop missing them, or even, am I the crazy one? You're in the right place. Let's talk about what it actually takes to move on after someone like that. Let's start here. It's not as simple as letting go. See, with normal breakups, the pain eventually fades because you're grieving a real connection. The love was real. The person you lost still had flaws, but there was honesty there, a human-to-human bond. With the narcissist, you're not just grieving the person. You're grieving the fantasy they created. You're mourning the version of them they showed you in the beginning. The one who mirrored everything you wanted. The one who said all the right things, made you feel chosen, protected, adored. That version wasn't real. But the pain you feel now, very real. And the part of you that still misses them, that's not weak. That's just a sign you're still trying to make sense of what the hell happened. So, let me break it down in a way that actually helps. Because the goal here isn't to just block them and hope for the best. It's to understand what's happening inside of you, so you can stop fighting your brain every time they pop into your head. First, what are you actually missing? Because if you're anything like I was, it's easy to think you miss them. You don't. What you miss is how they made you feel in the beginning, the idea of what the relationship could have been, and most of all, the version of you that felt loved, chosen, and wanted. You're not longing for the liar who gaslit you and cheated on you and discarded you like a used napkin. You're missing the version of them they used to hook you in, and the version of yourself you felt like when that fantasy was being sold to you. Which brings us to the next part, the addiction. Because this isn't just about missing someone. This is about chemical dependency. When you're in a relationship with a narcissist, your brain goes through cycles of dopamine and cortisol. Love bombing gives you the high, devaluation gives you the crash. Then they hoover you back with another hit of fake affection, and boom, you're right back in the loop. You're not crazy for feeling addicted to them. You were trained to become addicted. And just like any addiction, your brain will try to convince you to go back. It'll whisper things like, they weren't that bad. Maybe if I was just more patient. What if this time is different? But let's be real. You weren't addicted to love. You were addicted to the relief you felt when the pain stopped for a second. And that's the difference most people don't talk about. Here's where the healing starts. It doesn't start when you delete their number. It doesn't start when you block them or unfollow their friends. It starts the moment you stop asking, why didn't they love me? And start asking, why did I stay when they didn't? That's not self-blame, that's self-power. Because the more you realize it was never about being worthy of their love and always about being trained to accept crumbs, the more you reclaim your control. So, if you're still missing them, here's what I want you to know. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're not stupid for caring. You were conditioned to believe that love had to come with pain. You were groomed to chase after someone who kept running just far enough to stay ahead of you. And the reason you still feel stuck is because there's a version of you, deep down, still hoping they can come back and make it all make sense. But they won't, because they can't. They don't operate on love, they operate on control. And the second they feel like they can't control you anymore, they'll either discard you or try to punish you for breaking free. Let's talk about some mindset shifts that'll actually help you move forward. I'm not here to give you a just love yourself pep talk, because if it were that easy, you wouldn't be here right now. What I will give you is a few truths I wish someone told me sooner. Number 1, you're not missing the person, you're missing the pattern. Your nervous system got used to the highs and lows. Healing feels boring compared to chaos, but boring is where the peace lives. Number 2, you don't need closure. Their version of closure will just reopen the wound. You already have all the answers you need. It just hurts to accept them. Number 3, missing someone doesn't mean you made a mistake. You loved someone who wore a mask. That love was real. Their mask wasn't. Number 4, you can grieve someone and still know they were toxic. Your heart and brain are in 2 different stages of healing. Let them catch up to each other. Number 5, forgiveness doesn't mean letting them back in. It means choosing your peace over the story they left you with. Number 6, you don't move on all at once. You move on every time you choose to believe the truth over the fantasy. Every time you pick yourself instead of waiting for them to choose you. Reframe the story. Instead of thinking, I miss them because they were special to me, try this. I miss them because I was trained to associate pain with love. And now I'm learning that real love doesn't feel like begging to be seen. I know this isn't easy. Some days it still hits you out of nowhere. You'll hear a song or see a photo or catch yourself reminiscing about one good day that felt like it could have been real. But one good day in a sea of mind games doesn't make them worth missing. That's not love. That's manipulation with a good soundtrack. So, here's what I want to leave you with. You don't need them to come back. You don't need them to say sorry. You don't need them to validate the pain they caused. You just need you. You need your peace, your clarity, your truth. Because when you finally let go of who you thought they were, you make room for who you actually are. And that version of you, the one who doesn't settle, who doesn't chase, who doesn't wait to be chosen, that version of you is already in there. They just needed the storm to pass to be seen again. If this helped you, don't forget to hit the like button. It tells YouTube this kind of content matters, and it helps reach more people who need it. And if you've ever struggled to stop missing someone who broke you, I'd love to hear your story in the comments. You're not alone in this. And hey, if no one's told you this today, I'm proud of you for even wanting to heal. That's where it all begins.